like it is right now.
Intro time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For any for for anyone who doesn't know, every time you hear the little insert, we go, "Oh yeah, intro." Like it cuts out, but we always do the dun dun
Yeah,
dun
we like
dun.
to sing along too. We can't just go, okay, and we put the intro in there anyway. No, we have to go. Dun, 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 dun.
It's not even the way the song goes.
I know, I don't really listen back to our shit.
Yeah, it's bad. Well, everybody, welcome back to Carl and Jordan versus the world.
Yeah. This is,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I just got real excited because I realized this is probably, when you think about it, so last time it'll really be Carl and Jordan versus the world because we're going to change it to just the Raw podcast because Andy's going to become a
Yeah.
permanent member because we're going to be changing a lot up with the podcast soon. So this is kind of the last one. Seeing as it's how it started, it's just one drunken idea one night that kind of came off. We're like, yeah, we better cut it out now. Finish it off the way we started. Next time you see something on this channel, it'll be video. So it's kind of like a
Yeah.
face reveal. You get to see our sexy, sexy faces.
So you'll be definitely tuning off if
Yeah.
you've been listening so far. Yeah, no, Andy's not here tonight. But we just said we'll do it because it's been a while since we've done one. Heck, we'll probably, if Andy comes up tomorrow, we'll probably do another podcast.
Yeah, we'll probably do a second one.
Yeah.
Like this run is really just to upset him that he was gone for the day, and we're like, now we do the podcast.
You might notice that we're sounding. I hope we sound better quality, anyways, because we're
Yeah,
actually
same
using
here.
proper mics this time.
This is kind of a test podcast, if you will. We're testing out the new microphones that
Mhm.
Jordan purchased, so hopefully everything's good. It'll only get better from here. That's the main thing. Like the audio, the video, it'll only get better from here on out.
Can't promise the same for the music, but definitely podcast.
The music will probably get worse because we'll put more effort into the podcast.
100%, 100%.
In a way, can it get worse?
Yeah, I'm happy. Like I went on to Tommen to get the shout out to Tommen. I'll give him the shout out. So it's cool.
Yeah,
Minus
yeah.
their horrendous delivery times, but
Bad delivery times, good prices.
great prices, you know. But stupid shit. Like you guys will see in the next one, we've got video, but like I've got like a what would you call this on the microphone? A windbreaker.
It's a windbreaker, yeah.
Is that the correct one?
It's
Yeah.
like the pop shield is what we use for songs and all that. You can bring that outside and it stops the. You know, if you've ever been outside and you've
Like
got
the
a
lads
thing and
Redman TV, they've got the
Yeah.
red one on there. Shout out to Redman TV. Not that they're listening.
hey, we were on there.
Heck, they're my profile
a couple
picture right
times.
now. Me and you with the boys.
You with
Absolutely.
the Slim Shady hair.
Oh yeah, well, fuck it. You know, I don't know what to do with my hair next. I think I'm going. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I think, nah, keep your hair the way it is for a while. Don't go blonde again because you go blonde and it's only good after like a month because at the beginning you look like
Yellow head.
yeah, because even your sides are blonde. That's not cool. When you've just got the top blonde and the root showing, it's actually better for you.
I don't know. I kind of like the sick boy look from Trainspotting. the blonde all over it. I kind of
All
like
over
it.
blonde, the bleach blonde.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't know why.
Do you think I should dye my hair?
Yes.
I always thought about it. I was like, no.
You would
What-
need like
What color? I always thought gray, like that silver thing. that
the
all
Scotty Sire
YouTubers did.
white.
Yeah.
Like yeah, that'd look pretty badass in you
Yeah.
actually. But wait, you would need. I need to ask Shauna on this one. You
Shout out, Shauna.
Shauna. You need like probably. She's saying to me when I had it at the blonde in my profile picture at the moment, she was like, "If I bleach that again, you will go silver. Like you'll go silver."
Oh no.
So but that's from black. So you'd probably need two. I'd say two
Yeah.
hard bleaches, and you could get that.
I don't know. I've never dyed my hair before.
Never?
No, never.
Not even the spray shit that you got in.
Nope. Never done anything with my hair.
No.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Do you remember years ago you could get like the gel? It was like a gel, but it dye your hair as well. To, like,
yeah,
for
it
the
was
day.
like a wax thing.
Yeah,
and you could
but
just
yeah,
wipe your hands in it, and eventually your hair would go fucking purple or whatever.
yeah. We had like I always got like the blue one, so my hair would go blue for a day.
Mm.
And my little brother, he'd get it too, but his hair was blonde, so it would just go green in his hair. Poor guy. He was always devastated.
Yeah.
But
It-
I think it's time, Carl. We give the shout out to today's liqueur. What are we
Liqueur.
drinking? What's our royalty free drink today?
Royalty free drink is a rum. Best. That's all they're gonna get. They're not getting any sponsorship.
No.
Yeah, it's a rum.
Drink
Try and
like-
guess what we're drinking. If you want to find out for real, they have to sponsor us. I'm tired of making no
I'm
money.
gonna
off
give
of
you
this
another
shit.
clink right now.
Clink. Yeah.
Super fucking
Wait,
sweet.
do it even closer to the mic.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll
Yeah.
come around to you, like around this
Oh,
side.
This is it.
I hope you got that in the
That
audio.
was fucking perfect.
I don't-
I can see the spike right there. It looked good. It looked
on
tasty.
the audio lines. And
Yeah.
apologies if we sound a bit in the background. It's a test of progress. We will get the audio eventually. We're no engineers. We're doing this shit at home by ourselves. You know what I mean? As Carl said, I bought some gear on the fucking on Tommen. We'll get back to the
We're-
conversation of Tommen. Well, we have some sort of shop. We have no sheets, no notes in front of us. We're just shit talking right now. We're just
Yeah.
fucking drunk. What's new?
We have no idea what's going on. We weren't even planning on doing a podcast tonight. We're like, fuck it. May as well test out the gear.
Yeah.
So if you're hearing this, it must have been a decent podcast. If you're not, well, it's shit. And I feel sorry for anyone who
My
has to listen to this
recycling
back.
bin has a lovely podcast sitting there.
Every time.
Yeah, but I'm going to ask you, Carl, in the sense of how do I say this? I want to like make a little news segment on the podcast, like Carl's employment hunt, how that's going. You know, maybe have a weekly update and see
Oh,
what's
yeah,
going on.
'cause That's going to be the same news all the time.
So obviously, I asked you this obviously off
Yeah.
podcast.
But you want the people listening to know. It's actually kind of bad. It shows how long it's been since we've done a podcast. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure last time I just got a job. And now I have to be like, yeah, the job was great. I'm out.
The Christmas podcast, which sank thanks to the 20 people who listened to that. I'm pretty sure it was like fucking like 20 people or something like that. But you
Yeah.
did mention that you were currently seeking employment
Yeah,
because your
I
internship
was-
ended.
I just want everyone to know I was not
Yeah,
fired.
you said that on
It-
the last one, so you clarified
Well,
that.
no one fucking listened to the last one. So if they're listening to this one, I was not fired. I
Oh.
turned the job down. But it was a good. It was good. It was just difficult to get to and all.
It was a mutual dumping.
Yeah, yeah. It was totally. She just goes to a different school. That job was at a different country. It's fine.
But no, you can.
Yeah.
I'm jelly. I'm jelly because you have the freedom. I know the employment is
I get
pretty
to
shit.
day drink while you're in work.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
day drinking.
Good thing.
I love day drinking with all my heart and soul.
It's probably good now if we do want to put actual effort into these podcasts. I can stay home and I can edit these podcasts and actually, make them a little bit better, a little bit cleaner, instead of just like whatever we said that night goes out that night,
In
which
fair-
is normally the way it works.
you know what? In fairness, there's been very little I've had to cut. I know it's a shocker to people who are listening that I actually do tend to edit the past podcasts, even though they're
They're
recorded from an
probably thinking,
iPhone.
God, what do they actually cut out? Because we leave a lot of stupid shit in.
We leave stupid shit in. There's very rarely anything where I've been like, okay, it's only if we name drop someone we shouldn't have name dropped.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I ever cut out of
Yeah,
the
we'll
podcast.
probably have to take out the hairdresser.
Yeah,
there
no,
we-
no, she's cool. She
Yeah,
listens. She's
okay, right, that's fine.
you can say Shauna's name. It's fine. Not that
Okay.
not that any of them listens to this. Not that anyone listens to this.
I don't blame them. They deal with us enough. Like, why would they listen to us talk even more?
Yeah. So we're doing a pick and mix. I thought the first thing we talk about is a shameless plug of my E EP.
Yes. Okay, finally we get some shameless plug that isn't just raw stuff. This is just
More shit
Jordan.
music from just me rather than the other two
DJ
boys.
Four Step Has No Friends is the name of the EP. He does have friends. I
yeah.
didn't get super hurt when you said you didn't have
Yeah,
any.
can I
'cause-
clarify that while I'm on the podcast with you,
Just
buddy?
do it because you've gotten
Yeah,
a
I've
lot
explained.
of-
I've explained this to you a lot off podcast as well. I've said this to you that when I released it, like honestly, a minimum of 3 people like brought it up, just like, yeah, so has no friends. I'm not your friend, eh? Like, I'm your fucking friend. I'm your buddy. Like, what the fuck's that's about? It's an inside joke. If you really were my friend, you'd know
Yeah,
that.
exactly. So clearly you don't have any fucking friends if people are still giving out to you about
No,
it.
it's like I always wanted to make an album called Four Step and Friends,
Yeah.
which is basically all the people I know.
All your musically inclined.
Yeah, all my musical
pals.
friends that I'd meet up with everyone. So fucking, Lazard, Led, and the Connor Farrell,
Red,
the rest of
Connor
the
Farrell,
boys.
yeah.
And shout out to Connor Farrell. He's pushing my EP really hard on Instagram right now. I love you, bro. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wanted to make a full album with all them just to showcase basically Irish stuff that I'm growing up with
Yeah.
and stuff. And I'd produce the tracks or make the beat or just record people playing instruments and stuff. But I wanted to be like a 12, 15 tracker, like a proper full chunky album.
Yeah.
So when we were making the Raw Reloaded album, I had literally had a collection of beats. You've heard them all. That half of them didn't make it to the cut of the horrible album. Thank God.
It's fine. God, how bad were those beats that didn't make it?
But some of them I was like, I'll actually like they laid a good foundation. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll just work for them, and that's where the EP came out. So thank you so much to everyone for the lovely feedback
We
I've
should
got from it.
Explain to people who haven't heard it how well your EP has done. That's kind of why it's a news thing.
It's okay. Yeah, I got a nice review.
Yeah, it's okay.
And,
It's our most viewed thing on our YouTube channel. Yeah, no biggie. Whatever. It's okay.
people
You're right,
like dance music at the moment. So
yeah, it's cool. It's like, double our last biggest video. So whatever.
Don't play me like that, homie. I don't want to be that guy.
It's really good. I'll
Yeah.
be that guy for you. It was really good.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard it, you should listen to it.
Thank you for the plug, bro. Appreciate
I'll
that.
plug. Technically, I'm plugging ourselves because it's on our channel,
Yeah.
even though me and AZ had nothing to do with it. But fuck it, views is views.
100%, yeah. But yeah. So that explains that's the reason for the title of Has No Friends. I have many friends who I really love with all my heart and soul.
But you
Appreciate
did
the
this
friendship.
without them.
But yeah, that explains it. So it wasn't a dig at anybody, because I know like a couple of people that didn't say anything, like were a bit frosty to me, and I was like, oh, it's probably the fucking the thing.
The title.
But no, I have many
It's
friends.
mad
who I
how a
love.
title can do that, though.
That's
isn't
it. They only listen to it when it antagonizes them, do you know?
Yeah.
Like when it's just like, is that a dig at me right now?
So
Fucking
are they
asshole."
friends? Is that a diss right now? You want beef, bro?
You want beef? Well, no. Thank you so much for loving that. Really appreciate it. It's doing well. It's streaming well. Got it on Spotify. And yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
I might put the link in the description, the Spotify link. Who knows?
And one day there will be a 4 Step and Friends album. One
In
day.
5 to 10 years time, you might get to witness it if Spotify's still around back then.
You know what? I really liked the EP you brought out. So if it's as good as that, I'll be happy. Even if I'm not on it, be
That's
a
right.
little.
Oh, no,
I'll
you
be a little
definitely-
salty, but
You definitely
it's
will be
fine.
on the next one, 100%. You'll
Yeah.
be on Four Step and Friends. I'm thinking like I'm not gonna have like you and Andy on the same track. I'll probably do a separate track with both of yous.
because if you do it on the same
it's
track,
just
it's
a raw track.
song,
Yeah. I'd just be weird to be like,
Yeah.
oh no, it's not a raw tune. It's DJ Four Step tune, but the raw, like the full
Yeah.
raw band are performing on.
Plus, Raw fucking sucks. So why would you want another
We're
one?
not gonna push raw any further on this. We said we wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Talk about our shitty music.
And here we are talking about some shitty music.
Absolutely,
Can't help ourselves.
Carl. How's that weather out there?
The weather is rough. I think I'm here now. I'm here for the week.
I hope so.
You hope so. You've got to go to work, yo. You
It's only
can't even-
Friday right now. At the time of recording, it's Friday. So
Yeah,
we've got lots of time.
Jordan actually got an extra day. See, he's a working man, not like myself. I have every day off. But Jordan, he took a day off to go see Tech Nine, so he's just excited that it's only Friday now.
Yep.
We've already been drinking a night.
It's good.
What
good.
did you think of the gig? We won't. I suppose we can push Tech Nine. Fuck it, he's fucking.
Yeah, I'll say it's good. I
Yeah.
won't mention too much about it in case Andy wants to talk about it on the next podcast.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But
'cause he's missing it.
yeah, no, it was great gig. But we'll get further into that. But
Yeah.
yeah, weather-wise, as the toll troll say, colder than a penguin's cornetto.
It's crazy. It could be worse. There's colder places on the earth right now,
Yeah.
like America's really bad right now. I know Chicago and the Midwest and all. And then your mom and dad pointed it out. Stephen and Sabrina, shout out to the two of them.
My
Love them
mommy
both.
Sabrina, she before we started recording this, she was like, "You better mention me."
She's an amazing mommy.
Did I
She's
not
amazing.
mention her before in this fucking podcast because I had Steve-O going at me one week, just like, no, fucking
Yeah.
don't bring me up, and then I was like, okay, I bring Steve-O up, and I was like, don't bring Sabrina up.
See, you did it one at a time. That's bad.
Yeah.
Shout out to the two of them. They're both amazing. Took care of me when I was
lovely
drunk the other
parents.
week.
I love you
Real,
both.
real good guys.
It's like it's such a
Good folk.
fucking, we're so small level, and I'm like, love you, mom, love you, dad, on the fucking podcast.
You think that's small level? We shout them out at gigs, guys.
Yeah.
For everyone that's listening, they're the only people that woo. The only people that cheer.
Yeah, but as they pointed out, it's fucking frosty as fuck.
Yeah,
People dying
it's-
in the States, man.
Yeah, there's at the time of recording, I think there's 20 people.
Fuck, 20?
Well, it's in like Chicago and all. What I was seeing on the news, like you can't breathe too deeply or talk a lot outside, and within 20 minutes, if you like go out without gloves on, you risk frostbite.
Frostbite.
Yeah, because it's like minus 44 wind chill,
Fuck.
whatever that is. We don't get that over here, but it's like the breeze. You know the way it's always colder with wind.
Mm-hmm.
It's if that goes there, it's that cold. It's like double as cold as it is, and you're getting frostbite. So all the homeless people, especially,
Yeah, fuck, it's horrible.
they're just
isn't it?
dying. They've done a national order now, like buses, all like national buses, are just homeless shelters now,
Absolutely.
just for the time being. Like it doesn't matter what, all buses are unlocked.
Yeah.
Homeless people can just get in them at any
Yeah.
time.
Not to be like in the sad booze mood, but like imagine like even in fucking Dublin right now. You're
Yeah.
outside in town, fucking
It'd be really rough because in Dublin, like, there's a lot of homeless people. It's one of the top homeless, things in Europe is Dublin.
yeah. But like imagine how fucking cold. We're cold in here. We're in a heated house.
We've got the heating on as
Yeah.
well, and I can't feel my toes. So I couldn't even dream of being outside. Even just coming up to your house, I was too cold, and I was moaning about it and pissing you off as you were pushing me up.
My big old heel.
Yeah. But yeah, no. I do feel for everyone, who's fucking just homeless right now in the cold. I know there's loads of people who'd be like, they got themselves into that position, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
It's like,
I don't think that's
yeah.
fair. Yeah, no, you don't know
It's
what
like,
the fuck's going
if
on.
they did or didn't, like, it can't be that scummy. It's just be like, tough titties, die, asshole.
Time to die in the cold, asshole.
I'm gonna watch you from my window.
No, but in the cold, frosty, festive weather that we're having now, we actually
After
have
Christmas.
after Christmas. How was your Christmas in the end?
It was good, yeah. I suppose when we did that Christmas podcast, fair play to you for uploading that at least on the day.
Yeah, Christmas
was
Day. Yeah.
We really miscalculated views to how many people are on YouTube on Christmas.
No, it was more kind of like.
Mm.
I'll take Jordy's thing for that. It's like if there's a
It was-
randomer who has nothing to do on Christmas,
Yeah.
God bless. There's a
No,
lot of
it was
people
fair,
out there.
at least. I know we didn't get views. He has a couple million subscribers, so it's fine
Yeah.
for him to do it. But for us, we're like, no one listens. But at least those 20 people who did listen on Christmas, at least they had something.
Yeah.
For that day. But yeah, it was still a good Christmas. It was a fun Christmas.
Yeah. I was actually quite happy because I know I only got like this is so small time. We got 20 views, but like the fact that 20 people tuned in on Christmas Day to listen to that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And I
Look,
much appreciate that.
20 views at our level. We've just started. 20 views is 20 views.
Yeah.
And if we had 20 subscribers, I'd lose my shit. I know there's
Have we not got
YouTubers-
25 on the Raw page? 25 subscribers?
Yeah, but that's been going on for like 4 years. Who said that?
Yeah.
No, but there's YouTubers out there like, thank you for the 10 million subscribers, 5 million, all those levels. But like 20, I'm like, we did it, guys. We fucking did it. Because it is hard starting off
Yeah.
at YouTube. But
Yeah, Christmas,
It's-
what was it like for yourself?
the whole day was good. Ironically, actually talking about doing the YouTube and podcasting for
Yeah.
a little while.
That's good.
Because I even shouted out, didn't name her, shout out Amy. Amy listens. And last time I said, I was like, shout out my cousin. I don't know if she wants to be named out on Christmas.
Yeah,
Like,
oh, you got the
yeah,
signed slip, the permission
yeah,
form.
yeah. At Christmas, she's like, why didn't you fucking say my name? What the fuck? I was like, okay, shout out Amy.
Yeah.
Woo.
There's so many people that's like, hey, why don't you shout me out on the fucking podcast? And I'm like, I didn't
I know.
even know you listened to it.
Yeah, it's like it brings a tear to my eye. I'm so happy, but I am glad that lots of people listen. Not lots of people. Like, I'm glad that people listen to us just talk shit for a long time, like 45 hours to a minute. I was even thinking, I don't know. Let me
45
know.
hours to a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it appears
I
I've
got-
had
you-
too much
You've
alcohol.
corrected me many times on this podcast.
No, no,
Don't
you've
fucking
got me.
talk.
You've got
I
me
got
good.
you by the
Well
balls,
done.
asshole.
Well done. Touche.
I got you. Now I'll be like, blah, 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 and I'll say something. You'll be like, well,
Oh, I'm gonna be waiting now for you to say something.
fuck you.
No, no, fair play. You got me there. Thank you. But yeah, in the future, I was thinking, I'm looking at other people doing podcasts, and they like cut up their one podcast, like they do an hour-long thing, but they might make it into 3 videos.
Oh, like a clips thing?
Yeah, like just 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes kind of thing. I don't know if that's easier for people. It would definitely help us with upload time because it's hard to get, especially when Andy's here. Like every person you add, it's harder to get the schedules to align.
Yeah, and I noticed as well, YouTube don't like you uploading long
Yeah.
videos. It's a pain in the fucking hole
Yeah.
to get the The podcast literally gets rejected every time I put it up, and I have to resubmit it like every single time.
They don't like over hour videos. Their favorite is 10 minutes. 10 minutes is like the golden.
'Cause that's
point.
what the advertisers look for, isn't it?
Yeah,
The 10-minute
they're like,
slots.
10 minutes. Because it's if they put it at like say 8 minutes, they know no one's gonna invest 8 minutes and then turn off after 8 minutes for
Yeah.
just another 2 minutes when an ad comes on. But if it's like a 1 minute video or a 2 minute video, if you put an ad on immediately, they might like, oh, I don't want to fucking watch it.
Yeah.
Or if it's like an hour long and they see that there's like 5 ads in there, like, nope, don't care. It's weird like that. That's why 10 minutes is just the golden zone.
For advertisers,
Yeah.
you see, I'm on that YouTube Premium, so I don't really do the
Yeah.
ads, you know.
Look at you.
I pay that 15 quid a month, you know what I mean, my
Oh,
man?
look at you.
Even though it's just like, it's one of those things, I was just like, it was like, free trial for 3 months. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fucking dope. Like, I'll fucking take that. Definitely not going to
Free
pay it
3
after.
months, yeah.
Not going to pay it after, but now I'm used to it. I'm like, I don't, like, if I'm listening to a podcast like Joe Rogan online or something, it's grand if you fucking, if you watch it live, ain't going to be no ads, that's fine. But when you're rewatching shit on a podcast, that's a minimum of like 4 or 5 ads. And that's for like demonetized guys like Jordy and Rogan.
Yeah.
Like if I was listening to some podcast, fuck, I can't remember the name. Apologies, but that's the alcohol right now. But it was a advertiser friendly podcast. No cussing. It was just talking about YouTube news. Don't know the channel. I'll try to find out and whatever. But
Maybe link in the description. We
maybe
don't know.
probably not. I'm gonna just be honest with you right now. But there was like 10 ads for an hour for a 60-minute podcast.
Yeah, that's.
I know they're skippable and all after a few seconds. That's fine. But when
some of them
yeah.
aren't though. That's.
but if I'm
can't
like
really
walking
choose.
somewhere, if I'm in work or something, busy at work, and just have my headphones in, like I can't even be picking up my phone fucking every
I'm skipping it. Yeah.
few minutes and going skip ad, skip
Yeah.
ad, skip ad, skip ad. Do you know what I mean?
It's like Spotify without the premium. It's,
Yeah.
You ever listen to Spotify? Just trying to. One, you have to do it on shuffle, and two, you're getting the ads every like third song, no matter what, and it's like 5 ads. It's really annoying. That's why I now steal yours, and your Netflix, and your Sky, and a lot. I mooch off of Jordan. Have
That's
I
okay.
mentioned I don't have a job?
You're allowed, homie. You got me covered. Sure, you bought the drink today, so you're all good in my book,
That's how I
man.
pull my weight around here. Keep him drunk. He keeps buying me subscriptions.
I buy presents, you know.
Ladies, listen up. That's how you keep a man. Keep him drunk. He buys you things.
That's way to my
Okay.
heart. Alcohol, alcohol.
Way to everybody's heart, really.
Mm.
Even people who say they don't drink. Give him enough alcohol.
He will. Um, I've lost my train of thought now. Do you have anything you want to ask me?
Okay, well, you kind of fucked me up saying you lost your train of thought.
I'll probably
I'll
cut
throw
this
shit on.
out, but no, to future Jordan. But go ahead.
No more train of thoughts. Oh no, I have become you.
I think you're sitting in the
I'm
seat
sitting
though.
in the stupid chair.
That's the drunk chair right there.
It is. This is normally your spot as well. We
Yeah.
swapped positions. You guys
Cute.
won't know until we get that video. That's why. That's why it's so important.
I'm
Um,
more concerned for when we video the podcast for
And
belly.
everyone can see how ugly I am.
See how fuck ugly we all are, but like for belly wise, my belly's not that's an eyesore on camera. You know, I want a nice high table. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Let me just
that's
say,
right there.
I know we said we weren't going to talk about the gig that much, but we went to see Tech Nine. I got a selfie with them, me and Andy, and I'd love to put that as my profile picture, but I'm so goddamn ugly. I've got the double chin, red face, stupid smile. I can't put that I can't put that out for people to see, but I'm so happy I got it. So you can say, yeah, you don't look great on a podcast or whatever. You look fine.
Yeah.
You don't have a double chin with Tech Nine.
My beard just hides my double chin, though. Do you know what I mean? That's a ooh.
Ooh,
Little technical
That's fine.
difficulty. Sorry.
yeah, just a little.
Put your counter right there. It's fine. Just readjust it.
We're fine. We're fine. I
No.
didn't see a big mic jump.
Yeah,
The
you're
mic
good.
hit my face so lightly.
Note the future Jordan. Cut this. Unless it's funny, then keep it in.
Unless that's every note you ever make. Cut this unless it's funny.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's raw. It's uncut. Do you know what I mean? Raw.
All early podcasts are a mess like
Yeah.
us.
Well, look, this is just talking shit. I don't actually mind doing this where it's not a particular topic, but it's just a conversation.
Yeah.
Right now.
For the future, like, don't be discouraged. Like, oh, it's just two guys talking shit all the time. We do actually have plans
Yeah.
for the future, like guests and what we want to do. It's just we don't want to be totally like a radio station with a plan every time. Sometimes we just get drunk. That's
Gotta
our
shoot
thing.
shit sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to talk some
And
shit.
Carl and Jordan show at gmail.com if you are interested in coming on the podcast. We
Yeah.
supply drinks. We actually pay you as well.
we
We've
do
got a
have
sh-
money.
we've
I
got
get
a-
I get unemployment.
Oh, look
money.
at you,
Yeah.
Mr. Rich Boy. No, we do. We have a shoestring budget here, but, you know, we'll make do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will have guests in the future. I have a couple in the pipeline right
Yeah.
now coming on.
Same here. It's just you got to smooth talk them a little bit. The
That's
more you
it.
like the video, the more guests we get. Basically,
I would be interested to do one with my father. I would be.
I
Or
would
like
love
parents
you
of the-
guys. There's been a lot of talk of Stephen on this podcast because one, it took us a while to shout him out, but he did deserve one, and we just kept blanking him. Whoop, and the mic hit me in the face again.
You're good.
Okay.
John, do you need a couch?
Yeah, yeah.
Something heavier?
Hold on.
The glass do it?
No, it's good. I'll just hold it for a second.
You sure?
I want to finish this story. People need
Okay,
to
work
know.
away.
So Stephen, hilarious guy. We never shout him out. Feel real bad about it, but he has a lot of stories to tell, and a lot of similar interests to the podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
One thing is he doesn't drink because he's older and wiser than us, and he sees the mistakes that we're going to make in the future. So he's like, "Nah, I'm not going to do it." So if we brought him on the podcast, it would be like us talking to Einstein because where they're like, can you tell me about that one time you painted a picture?
Yeah.
And he'd say something really clever and be like, totally. But
Well-
I would love to have your dad on the podcast.
Yeah, he said he'd sit here with like his Heineken Zero or his alcohol-free beer, and he'd just sit in with the lads. Something that'd be interesting to do.
Yeah. It would be cool to see the deterioration because I don't know if you guys pay attention. There's a big deterioration to way. Wow, I'm
You're okay.
setting.
You're
I'm
okay.
setting an example as I'm trying to
Sound-
talk about the example.
Sound it out, champ.
There is a big deterioration as we go through the podcast. I did it. Yeah. because we get drunker and drunker. So to see Stephen here as he stays fine, that might be a drink responsibly message for all we know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows who's gonna sponsor us at one time?
Hopefully an
we become-
alcohol-based
yeah.
company. That'd be real fucking great.
It would be.
Carl and
I
Jordan
wouldn't
show at gmail.com for your business inquiries.
I wouldn't even take money. I'd just take a lifetime supply of some gargle. That'd be perfect. You turned to the mic and I quietened down because I thought you had something to say, and then you just went.
No, sorry, I was just checking levels. Future reference, I will have the levels right
Okay.
in front of me. Future Jordan, please cut this out. Yeah, no, definitely. We'll get Steve-O on, and yeah,
Mhm.
be fucking lit as fuck.
Yeah. Also, we probably should get Popcorn Dust for anyone who's listened to the very first podcasts. They were like the first people we shouted out because
Yeah.
we're like, wow, this podcast is really good and we know these girls.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Their link will
And-
be in the description till the day I die. Every
Oh,
podcast
yeah,
for
every time.
till the end of time. I do
They're
it.
such-
The
I
ladies
lo-
need to upload though. It's been a while. I need my popcorn dust
I
fixed.
know, yeah. They do like movie reviews,
Yeah.
but not like they don't just, big up a movie. Normally like, hey, if it's shit, it's shit, and they'll say it. And that's what I like. You see a lot of reviewers on YouTube and all. It's like, yeah, it was good. It was almost not good, but here's all the good stuff, and they kind of just
Yeah.
gloss over all the bad shit. They'll actually talk like, yeah, that was really stupid in the film.
I like that. I love to have them.
Yeah.
I love to have them on just to conversate about shit. You know what I mean? Because we met up with them after one of our gigs, and like we can just talk to them girls for hours. Like they're so great.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'd be just great to have them on the fucking podcast.
Definitely.
We all sit down, have a few drinks. It'd be a great bit of laugh.
What we're working on is we'll have enough microphones for like one guest, but obviously there's 3 of us normally and
Yeah.
2 of them, so someone might have to share a mic, but we'll definitely be able to work around it.
Yeah, fuck it.
It would really be fun though. It would be fun.
Yeah.
To do with the all 5 of us.
I think yeah, guest wise, we'll have to distinguish like from being all right. Just like we're gonna have a few drinks, have a fucking laugh, to like serious. Because like so a couple of people
Yeah.
I'm talking to do like some serious charity work, and like
Yeah.
activism is the wrong word. Stands up for human rights. I guess is that a better word?
Yeah, social activism. I
Social
guess.
activism
Yeah.
is that the word? Thank you. Carl.
Humanitarians.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Activist seems like a really
No,
strong
it's-
word.
Yeah. We're kind of in the middle, you and I. We're neither real right wing or left wing, so we don't want to sound like either or.
Yeah, of
you
course.
know?
But there will be guests coming and everything else. And yeah, no, it's just like to distinguish from when being this drunk like we are now is acceptable to. I
Yeah.
wouldn't like to have a serious guest on and I'm there shit faced, just like, so tell me.
And I like the crippled one.
Yeah.
That's if you guys haven't listened to it, sure, go listen to it back. Jordan asked me about what it's like to be in a wheelchair, but I was super fucked up, and I don't even remember what I said.
Probably have to revisit that, do a part 2 to that.
Maybe, yeah.
When we have the video camera.
Yeah,
that's
I'll,
views
I'll,
right
I'll
there.
put on some tears or something for the thumbnail. It's so
you with
damn
the
hard.
you know the hand over the eyes like
Yeah.
that. No, just wiping the tears away. It's good clickbait. I
Life
like
in a
that.
wheelchair, all capitals. Yeah.
They see me rolling, sad face. I'm sorry. He's my friend. I'm allowed. I'm allowed. I'm thinking I'm gonna get into some big fucking trouble for these wheelchair jokes I directed you
I'm
sometimes.
right here. You really can.
But like someone else, like the internet gets so offended.
I
So
know.
fucking
Do you
offended.
remember when we put out that song and you put up the crowd like our pal in a wheelchair, and you got destroyed
I did.
in
yeah.
the comments just because you mentioned I was in a wheelchair. Spoiler alert: I'm in a wheelchair.
That was fact. It was fact.
It was fact.
I think it was more because they were like, you're exploiting the fact that you are in a wheelchair.
I'll exploit the shit out of anything. Do you know how hard it is to get
clicks.
views?
It's
Like,
clicks. We need clicks.
fuck you. These are
To get
people.
Carl some working legs.
Yeah. I don't have a job. I'll exploit whatever the fuck I need to exploit.
Has to be done. Has to be done. Don't
Yeah.
hate the player, yo. Hate
yeah,
the game.
hate the game.
Hate the game.
Oh, the mic hit me again.
You okay? It's okay.
Yeah.
Apologies. There's a few and like
yeah,
that.
it's all my fault. Honestly, we've been trying this out all night. The mic never fell. Second, we were like, okay, we're gonna record the podcast.
It's fine.
Hit me in the nose like 3 times.
Look, there may be a few audio jumps, but at least it's not from an
Yeah.
iPhone quality. We've been recording on iPhones.
Yeah. Now, in fairness to the iPhone did actually do the job.
Yeah, did the job. Did the
Yeah.
job. Got us that and got us the little jump start that we needed, you know?
Yeah. It wasn't awful. It kept decent levels as long as you stayed close to it.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of phones, you move a little bit, you can only record one person. So I was glad that we got God, how many podcasts? Like almost 5. It was 4 or 5 with just the iPhone. So
Statistical stats.
statistical stats. I knew I'd catch him, guys. I knew I'd catch him. He got me this whole podcast, but here we are.
Jeez, there you go. Trio fucking bone right there. The stats say that most podcasts don't make it past their 9th podcast. That's 90% of podcasts don't make it past their 9th podcast.
So we won't talk shit just yet until we hit podcast number 10.
Well, we've ordered a lot of gear and invested a lot of money in this little thing.
We've ordered a lot of gear, yeah. So if the podcast doesn't work out, check out our gaming channel.
Raw Gaming coming soon. You'll see it.
That's a joke, but a gaming channel would be fine. I'd do that shit.
Yeah,
I've got no job. I will do that shit.
But do you think that if we were to upload like shit like that, gaming channels and shit, like will we put it on the podcast channel or the Raw channel?
I'd honestly make a new channel.
Really?
It's not like we have giant channels with thousands of subscribers.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Already, you may as well and just add every channel into each other. Like in suggested, because it's just easier that way. Like people who want to listen to the podcast might not want to listen to us gaming and shit, so you don't want to mix it up that way.
Yeah, no,
have different ones.
I get that. Yeah. It's just I feel bad for the existing little tiny fan base that we have, that know where it's just like, oh, they release a new tune. I know where to go. If they release a podcast, I know where to go.
Look, it's still it's a circle to click on the channel.
It's just to push another channel and like, hey.
Yeah.
Like, especially the loyals that listen to the music and the podcast to be like, yo, we have a gaming channel now. So do you want to check that out?
Your mom and dad, my mom and dad, all the loyals.
Hey, that's
like
4 subs right there.
Yeah.
But no, look, sure, we'll suss it out.
Yeah.
I like to do like the to bring the drinking thing into it, like drinking games and stuff like that. Have like a fucking beer pong tournament or something like that. Oh, I hit the mic, sorry. But have that shit.
I don't want to talk about it too much, but especially because he's not here. But Andrew had a really good idea for a drink involved game. It's kind of still off of another YouTube channel, but they're so big they wouldn't give a damn if we tried to steal from them and put our own spin on it.
We're not stealing. It's
called taking inspiration.
yeah, that's it.
But
we're not plagiarizing. We are inspired.
Yeah. But if we do it, I'd say it'd be very entertaining, if anything. We'll leave it at that though, because we'll fill that idea out a bit more. But that would be a good video, especially with a camera, so you guys can see what happens to us. But definitely what you're saying there, more drinking based.
I gotta hit the gym,
good.
bro, before this camera shit goes up. Because I know the internet's a cruel place. It's gonna be like, oh, the fucking asshole's so fat. Who cares what his opinion is? You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like, fucking, that's what it is. They're prey. They're a bunch of bullies on the internet.
Yep. Well, tough titties.
Yeah. My tough titties. I've got tough titties right now.
Tough titties for big titties, like us.
But definitely now to be that stuff coming, who knows? I don't know about reactions. You ever think about reactions? No one wants to see me react to shit. No one gives a fuck about that.
If there's anything to react to, I might give it a go. Like, you never know. We could be stuck for content. But none to react to right now. It depends. We'll see how it goes.
Someone drops a Raw diss track.
Oh, someone drops a Raw diss track. I just hope they're big so we can get some clout over it. That's all that matters to me. You're really hoping that the mic picks up the sound of you smoking there?
No, I'm just vaping because I have an addiction to nicotine and I'm quite drunk, and that usually puts one hand in the other.
That really gets you going.
Yeah, really gets me going. But yeah, no, look,
Yep.
we'll see what happens with the I can't speak.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a great place to end it there. It just goes to show. I told you guys we fall apart by the end. Hopefully this is the last time you have to listen to us without seeing our gorgeous, gorgeous faces.
Yeah,
Zits
we
and all.
won't say because we might do one tomorrow if Andrew's here.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't mind uploading two in the space of whatever the fuck. But yeah, no. The camera's coming soon. Hopefully the audio will take a while probably to get to nice because we're fucking. You can hear it here. Look. We're hitting off the fucking mics and we're fucking
Yeah.
mics falling over. We need to get proper stands and everything else. But we're
But-
doing like a temporary setup at the moment.
Yeah,
You know, so
this was more of an update than
Yeah.
anything else. But
a
I hope
40
you guys,
minute long update.
because we can't get to the point of anything.
Yeah, but look, it's fine. It's we're keeping people in the loop.
Exactly.
The uploads. I know we say this every time we come back. The uploads, they're going to be coming. They're going to be much more often. You know.
I
but,
don't blame people for not trusting us anymore.
I don't blame them.
I wouldn't
But
trust us.
No, wait and see. That's all I'll say. Wait
Yeah.
and see.
One day we'll prove you wrong.
We'll have 2 videos up in a week. You won't know what the fuck is happening. But anyway, shout out to Popcorn Dust as always. At the end of every fucking podcast, I'll do it because it is my podcast, and I'll say what the fuck I like on my podcast.
Big dog.
Big dog. Check them out. They'll be on the show soon.
Shout
link is
out
in the
to
description,
Stephen and Sabrina as well. O'Halloran.
as promised. And please stand by. There's some good content coming, and Andrew will be back for the next one. Please, God, there, whatever our personal beliefs is, and hopefully the audio won't be too bad in this one, and we will have videos coming soon. So, and also email into carlandjordanshow@gmail.com. It's a bit surprising that there's no other Carl and Jordan show in the entire world that took that email address, now that I'm thinking of it.
Yep. And we still didn't make it our channel name.
Carl and Jordan show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went for Carl and Jordan versus the world.
Well,
That's
Scott
what when I
Pilgrim is
used to
after us now.
stream on Twitch with you. That's what I'd use when we're playing Fortnite together and stuff. Carl and Jordan versus the world, because it was me
Yeah.
and you against the world.
Yep.
But yeah, no possible name change coming soon. We'll probably go into that more in the next podcast. But thank you for all the support. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoyed this little update, this raw news broadcast. Is that the correct thing? What's a news update? Is that a news broadcast?
It's a podcast. Fuck it. Bye, guys.
Take care, guys. See you then.